If you've ever reread the same sentence 3 times, forgot why you walked into a room, or felt mentally slow for no clear reason, that's brain fog, and it's not random. Most people blame productivity, aging, or just being tired. But brain fog is usually a biological signal. And today we're going to narrow it down to 3 major causes: blood sugar instability, chronic stress, or sleep disruption. And each of these causes creates brain fog in a different way. Brain fog is not a medical diagnosis. It's a cluster of symptoms including poor focus, slower processing speed, forgetfulness, mental fatigue, and difficulty finding words. At a biological level, brain fog usually means one of 3 things. 1. Your brain isn't getting stable energy. 2. Stress hormones are interfering with cognition, and lastly, your sleep cycles are not restoring neural function. Your brain consumes about 20% of your body's energy. When energy delivery or recovery is disrupted, clarity drops. Let's break down the 3 most common drivers of brain fog. Blood sugar and brain fog. Your brain primarily runs on glucose. Not constant spikes, not crashes, but stable supply. When you eat high refined carbohydrates without enough protein or fiber, blood sugar rises quickly. Insulin increases and glucose drops rapidly afterwards. That drop is what causes midday crashes, irritability, mental sluggishness, and cravings. This is sometimes called reactive hypoglycemia. It's not that your brain has no fuel. It's that the fuel supply is unstable. Signs your brain fog is blood sugar related. Includes fog worsening 1 to 3 hours after meals. You feel sleepy after eating. You crave sugar when mentally tired, and lastly, afternoon productivity drops sharply. If your clarity improves when meals are balanced, that's a clue that your brain fog is linked to blood sugar instability. This isn't about eliminating carbs. It's about stabilizing the energy curve. Stress and cortisol-driven fog. Now let's talk about stress. When you're under chronic stress, your body increases cortisol. Short-term cortisol helps with alertness, but long-term elevation impairs memory consolidation, focus, and emotional regulation. The hippocampus, which plays a role in memory, is particularly sensitive to prolonged stress exposure. That's why during high-stress periods, you may forget small things, feel mentally overloaded, struggle to prioritize, and experience decision fatigue. Stress-related brain fog often feels different from blood sugar fog. It's less about sleepiness, more about mental overwhelm. You feel wired and tired at the same time. And here's what people miss. Even if you sleep 8 hours, stress chemistry can still impair cognitive clarity. So if your fog correlates with high workload, emotional tension, or constant mental stimulation, cortisol is likely involved. Sleep and neural recovery. Sleep is not just rest. It's neurological maintenance. During deep sleep, the brain clears metabolic waste, memory is consolidated, and neural pathways reset. If sleep timing is inconsistent, or deep sleep is reduced, the brain doesn't fully restore. Signs your brain fog is sleep-related includes brain fog being at its worst in the morning, you wake up unrefreshed, you rely heavily on caffeine, and lastly, you feel sharper later in the evening. Even subtle sleep debt accumulates. You don't need full insomnia to experience cognitive decline. Late sleep timing can also disrupt cortisol rhythm, which then affects focus throughout the day. Sleep-related fog tends to improve dramatically after 3 to 5 nights of consistent recovery. That's a strong diagnostic clue to the cause of your brain fog. Ask yourself these 3 questions. 1. Does the fog track your meals? 2. Does it worsen during stress spikes? 3. Does it improve after high-quality sleep? Sometimes it's one driver. Often it's layered. For example, poor sleep increases insulin resistance. Blood sugar instability increases stress reactivity. Chronic stress disrupts sleep. These systems are not isolated, they amplify each other. That's why quick fixes rarely solve persistent brain fog. If you want clarity to improve brain fog, 1. Stabilize meals. Prioritize protein, fiber, and whole foods. Reduce extreme glucose swings. 2. Lower chronic stress load not through productivity hacks, but through nervous system regulation and realistic workload pacing. 3. Fix sleep timing. Go to bed at a consistent time daily, before proceeding to optimize sleep duration. You don't attack brain fog directly. You restore biological stability, and clarity returns as a side effect. Brain fog is not a personality flaw, neither is it laziness. It's a signal, and if you've been blaming yourself for struggling with brain fog, stop. Your brain is only responding to inputs that you now know how to stop. In the next video, I'll break down why you feel exhausted after eating and how blood sugar patterns affect motivation and focus. Want to understand your mind and body better? Subscribe to Neurokind and turn on notifications so you never miss insights that help you think better, feel better, and live healthier.